up, everybody? How you doing? This is Tyranny Renico, Relatively Me 2020. As you can see clearly now that the pain is gone, type of ordeal. But hey, I just wanted to step on here this morning and say, for one, good morning. Good morning, grand rising, great day to you, good evening, wherever you are. I'm hoping that you are enjoying being you, because that's what today is about. Actually, that's what your whole life is about, but that's what I'm focusing on today. So when it comes down to, like I have at the title, it says, this is your life. Take control of your life. Literally, you're the one that's creating everything around you. I've been going on reflecting upon, I'm fighting a side of me that wants to sort of, so to speak, hold the blame on others, because literally I understand that I am the one that is the creator of my life and my reality. However I perceive and see something is because of me. Like, it's according to me, my perception, my exposure, and what it is that I allow myself to believe, right? So if that's the case, how is it that I can have any type of bad thing occur in my life? Like, how is it that I can sit here and allow myself to really be, depressed? Okay, past the chemical imbalance or anything else that's going on, how can I allow myself to stay there? Because I create all things. I am the one that's responsible for the reality that my mindset and my energy and everything believes and adapts to. So if there is something that is occurring that is negative or I don't like it, why am I subjecting myself to stay in that place? So the whole thing about today is, like, literally, I want you to take accountability for your life. The whole thing is like, it's like, this is your life. Take control and be that what you were called to be in this life. A lot of us, we sit here and we go through and we can feel other people's pain and we empathize with them. But the problem is when we sit there and we allow their pain or their existence and what's going on with them to become ours. And then all of a sudden we had this happy-go-lucky day. There was nothing really wrong, because when you started off, all you did was wake up. You know what I mean? And from that moment, whatever your thoughts were is exactly the way that your day started to line up. So it's like, a lot of times, it's like, I don't know if, I know when I was in the military, I used to jump straight out of the bed because my alarm was going off. I'd had to get up and get the kids ready for school. I had to make sure I had them some breakfast so that they can, eat before they went to school, in case the school breakfast was not up to par, which I try not to ever, but hey, it is what it is. It was work for me, but I try not to have my kids on it. But my biggest thing was, I was always jumping up on a go, on a go. And I noticed that when I set some time aside and I set my alarm clock, if I got up just a little bit earlier, I could lay there and really give my mind the opportunity to wake up and decide what type of day I was having. Not because of the night that I had before, but because of what I wanted to get done and what I wanted to create in this day. Because, I mean, that's all you really have. I love how Mr. Phil says it. He says, yesterday is in your memory. Tomorrow is in your imagination. All you have right now is the present. So if I don't spend enough time sitting here creating the present moment, then everything, it allows other people and empowers other people in the events of the day that come up to be in control of how my day is going to be and in control of me. And I don't want that. I want to be intentional about creating my day. And it's like, that's what I want to encourage y'all to do as well. Be intentional about the day that you plan to have. Be intentional about the life that you plan to live and lead. Be intentional about the direction in which you are going, because the best way to predict the future is by creating it. If you are literally in a valley of the unknown, it's kind of because you're choosing to be in that valley. You're choosing to stay in that place of confusion, of darkness, of, whatever it may be, unless somebody has, put a blindfold over your eyes. But even still, you can go within your mind's eye and see so many different things. So I want you to be intentional about your day. Be intentional about, even this next moment. Okay, so this morning, like, maybe you didn't sit back and allow, your mind or your, you didn't plan out your day. We'll start from this moment. Going forward from this very minute, right now, well, I'm not going to say the time over here, but right now, it's the 56 on the hour. But what I want you to do is right now in this minute, slow down. Stop what you're doing. Okay. Take a break from what you were going to do, even if you need to complete it, because time, it'll get done. Even if you have a deadline, I need you to pause what you are doing, because that deadline is going to be there, whether it's there or not. Honestly, you should be ahead of your deadlines before it comes down. But before you make another mistake, stop what you're doing. Pause. What is it that you're trying to affect? What kind of day are you trying to have, and what are you trying to get done? Focus on how you're going to do it. Take a breath and just really look at everything that is coming up in your life. I need you to weigh the odds and measure when it comes down to like the effect that it has in your life as well. If I can get this done here, then this will be okay. And how does it line everything else up? Don't just go into your day rushing through, seeing how, you know, events can transpire if you're not in control. You don't want the events of the day or time to lead your day. You want to be intentional. You want to be the one leading your day. You want to be the director of your life. You want to be the one that is consistently dictating how things are going to go. Got to get out of the mentality that things are happening to me. No, you're making things happen, or you're allowing things happen. And no matter what, you're still in a position where you're the one that's walking this thing and empowering the events of your life. So if you want better, do better. If you want different, do different. Or just identify that some things need to be changed and change them. The control is yours. The power is yours. Focus on what you can change and change it if you want to. If everything's okay and everything's the same, focus on how you can make it continue being the same. But don't think that your life is in someone else's hands or that someone else is in control of how things turn out. That's, no. No one tells you when and how to breathe. What if somebody came up to you that you were allowing to control your life, told you to stop breathing right now? You literally going to accept death because of that? No, so you need to be just as intentional about your day and what it is that you want to happen and how you want things to transpire. I don't let people run my time anymore. A long time ago, I used to be that people pleaser where it's like I wanted to make sure that everyone, what they needed to have done was done, even if it was me doing it. But I ended up ignoring a lot of the stuff that I needed for me. That it was not beneficial. I have a lot of dreams and goals that I still had not, even up to this point, still have not achieved and seen, because I was literally still wanting to make sure everybody else was okay instead of focusing on what did tyranny need. So today, instead of you focusing on what the next person needs, whether it's your boss, whether it is, and I'm not talking about just rest, it's like, what are your dreams? What are your goals? And if you have not identified them, do you even know what you like? What do you want to do? What do you enjoy doing that you can turn around and possibly monetize to where it's like literally you're doing it for free, but you're getting paid for it and you're actually enjoying your life? Get back to where you own your own life. You own your own time. Yes, there are different responsibilities and obligations that we have in this world. And there are ways to meet those obligations and those responsibilities in a joyful manner without having to, hit the snooze button or get up and trudge yourself and begrudgingly get up and get dressed and run out to a job that you don't like. Of course, the work has to be done, but could you imagine doing the work that you love to do? There's so much more out here in this life. And all of us are really being awakened to it. The generation that's passed was the ones where it's like, oh, I just work, because that's what has to be done. This generation is like, wait a minute, but I can do it and be happy. And it's the truth. You can do it and be happy. So the main thing that you have to focus on is, what are your goals? Who are you trying to be? What are you trying to do? And just get out there and get it. Don't wait on the next person to tell you who you're supposed to become. And don't wait on the hour to dictate what you're supposed to be doing in it. Be intentional about your purpose and what you're trying to go into. So the choice is yours. Go forth and conquer. Enjoy your day. Peace. He's coming in here. I got to hurry up and end this.